Hi, so welcome back to another one of our Meet the Stars. This is where we get to chat with our entertainers that we have on board. And we say stars because, Hilary, you are...
Oh.
Don't go quiet on me.
No, my mum would say I am.
No.
No, I do, and people hopefully will love what I do, and that's all I care about.
No, absolutely. And we had so many compliments about your shows.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, no, it's true. But the reason we wanted to do this video is we wanted to, because there's a big history of entertainment with you.
Yeah.
From, was it 82 when you were on Copycats?
Oh, no. Even before that, well, I was a dancer first.
Right.
I was a professional dancer, then a bit of a dancer-singer, and my big TV break was 86, 87.
Wow.
Which most of the audience won't even remember.
But this is when TV and variety was the main part of our staple on Saturday nights.
You're absolutely right.
Yes.
Even I used to love sitting at home with my mum and dad on a Saturday, and it was the best. You literally couldn't wait for the day to go because tea time came, and it was, you know, Bruce Forsyth doing the Generation Game, and it went on from there. And then luckily I hit the sort of, I call the back end of live variety, like the real variety end of the market, because, you know, it went into reality shows sort of soon after, and sadly, unless you come on a cruise ship like this and see the variety on stage live, where can you see variety now? I mean, you've got Big Brother, you've got Love Island, anything with a pet and a garden and an antique in it, you're fine. But there's, you know, when I did Copycats, which is a great story about how I got it, by the way.
I want to hear about this. Is the thing for the whole
amazing
story of Hilary O'Neil. You've done a lot of TV, right?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Now a lot of people might not realise this, but when you say Hilary O'Neil, you're talking stage.
Yes.
You're talking TV.
Yeah, lots of telly.
You are talking. We talk impressionist.
Yes, impressionist, singer, dancer, actress, I suppose.
Actress as well.
Yeah, I do a bit of acting in musicals. So I'm West End musicals as well.
West End musicals. Now you've just come off a West End. Well, actually, you've done a tour of the UK on a musical. We're going to talk about at the end.
I have.
But you've done musicals before that, and Panto. Now people don't realise how important Panto is to the theatre world.
Well, you've hit it on the head, because every provincial theatre, our American guests and guests from all over the world won't know necessarily a lot about pantomime, but it's basically a West End musical and a farce all rolled in one, and it's put on at breakneck speed, and it lasts about 4 or 5 weeks over Christmas and New Year.
Yes.
And I'm about to do my 37th.
Wow.
Panto. I'm a real veteran. I'm Nana Panto.
Nana Panto's not. That's brilliant.
I love it so much, because when you see all the families from little babies to grandmas enjoying it, how many other things can you think of that's absolutely encompasses the whole family together? And seeing kids enjoy it means that if they like the experience of a decent, well-done panto, they'll want to love to come back again, and that's our future audience. They're going to buy tickets for their kids and their kids. So Panto's so important.
It is.
And of course, financially, it really boosts every theatre financially for the rest of the year, virtually.
This is what we've talked about, the importance
really
of the...
Get the money in the bank at the beginning of the year, and then they can sort of survive until the next Panto.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just wonderful. And the fact that Palladium's putting Pantos on now as well, back again.
Absolutely.
It's just brilliant. I'm in Eastbourne this year.
Yes, this year you're doing Eastbourne. Last year you were...
I was in St Albans last year, playing Spirit of the Ring there, and I just can't wait to be by the sea, because of course I don't spend enough time on it, do I?
No, not at all, Hilary, not at all.
I love it so much. I think I'm going to end up moving by the sea. It's part of my blood, you know, it's what makes me happy. So yeah, so pantomime's coming up. But the TV thing was 9 years of telly. I did a lot. I mean, I amazed myself. They're all on the shelf, VHS tapes. I've still got to get them transferred. But every TV show I've ever done, too numerous to mention, but
no, we are going to mention it, but we are, because I think Copycats was the first start for you.
Copycats was a massive change in my life.
Because this has still kept you going with the impersonations now, from the time in Copycats.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your time on TV. That's primetime TV, Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Copycat. How did you get the Copycat gig?
How did I get it?
Yeah, how did you get it?
You know the expression, being in the right time at the right place?
Right.
Never more so with this story.
Okay.
I shall keep it brief. My mum's birthday, she wanted to go and see a cabaret involving 3 fabulous people: Aidan J. Harvey, Andrew O'Connor and Jessica Martin. All impressionists and brilliant people. All still working brilliantly.
Right, yeah.
And so we sat on this particular table because my friend at the nightclub in Windsor, Blazers at Windsor, said, "You've got to have this table, it's the best one." And it's great. So because we sat there, everyone that walked past us, walked into the club, walked past our table. 3 guys walked past. One of them spotted me. I knew him. He was a manager. You know Darren Brown, the mentalist?
Yes.
Yeah, who tours the world.
Yeah.
Well, this guy looks after Darren Brown now.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's called Michael Vine. And Michael Vine said, hello, Hils, how are you? Oh, what are you doing here? I said, come to see your act, which was Andrew. And cut long story short, he came over in the interval of the cabaret and gave me a piece of paper and a pen and said, write down all the impressions you do.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So Mum and Dad and I just sort of sat and thought, who do I do? You know, and wrote them all down. Who do I do?
Yay!
Another TV show I did. Who do you do? That was cool. And anyway, I gave the list to him. We watched the show, went home. That was it. Next day, I got a phone call from one of the other guys that was with Michael Vine, who'd sat down at the table and said, that girl, I recognise her. And Michael said, that's Hilary O'Neil.
Yeah.
And they said, she does impressions. So it was fantastic. I got a phone call asking me to audition for Copycats, purely because I was sat at that table. If I'd been sat anywhere else in that room, I wouldn't have been spotted. And I just love it when the stars align.
Now, not only is it the stars align, but you are an extremely nice person.
Well, I try.
You really
so
are.
you.
On and off the stage. No, this is not about me, this is about you. So on and off the stage, you are genuinely a joy to be around.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, you are. And
I'm so
that
happy
comes out.
though.
Well,
it's
you have
easy
to be.
nice when you're happy, and I'm happy because I'm doing this for a living and I'm on, I mean, hello, how lovely is this?
Navigator of the Seas.
Navigator of the Seas is, when I get a booking for Royal Caribbean, my heart little skips a beat because I know it's going to be great. It fills me with joy. Honestly, I really do love the Royal gigs. Royal, all the cruise lines are great because they all have live entertainment, full stop, you know, and it's wonderful that they do. They're all great ambassadors for that. With Royal, hand on heart, it's the best it can be.
We try.
Well, because a 9-piece live band, state-of-the-art stage. If you want to drop down in a lift or be raised up in a staircase, they can do it for us. You know, and so it's a big thrill working on them.
Well, we're gonna come to how you get to Royal Caribbean, but after Copycats, then there was you said Copycats was your big break.
Oh, 2 years I did on Copycats.
But you said then there was a highlight of your career.
Oh,
which
right.
was, and I'm ready to catch it. I'm ready to catch it. But I want to talk about the Des O'Connor into the Royal Variety.
Oh my goodness, that was
so
a
let's
day.
talk about this.
So you know when you have an extra special day?
Yeah.
This was an extra special standout day in my 40 years in the business. So I was rehearsing. Are you ready for picking the name drop?
I'm ready. The hand's out of the pocket. Come on.
I was recording the Jim Davidson comedy package.
Catch that one? I'll hold it.
At Times Television. Hold them.
I'm holding.
There's a few coming up. And I was rehearsing a sketch, and the director of Des O'Connor.
Catch that one. There we go.
Came into the studio. This is absolutely true. I'm not embellishing
this is true.
This is true because it was such a gorgeous day. So I'm already doing Jim Davidson's primetime TV show with sketches and doing all that with him. So thrilled. So when I see the producer come in and he points like that and he goes, I want you on Des O'Connor next Tuesday. So Jim's standing, you're Jim. And he went, nice one, H. I went,
hey!
And I went, oh my God, because at the time, that was our equivalent of what now on TV, like a chat show,
like absolutely.
Jonathan
Ross
or
Norton,
Graham Norton.
Absolutely.
It was at the time. Des O'Connor Tonight was the show. So I not only did a spot, I was on the couch and he interviewed me as well. It was like a double whammy.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Anyway, so this is the day. So Jim Davidson, Des O'Connor. I get home that night after rehearsing Jim's show, and the phone rings, and it's the controller of light entertainment at London Weekend Television, David Bell, sadly no longer here, who invited me to perform on the Royal Variety Show.
Wow.
And what a day. I mean come
amazing.
On. It was
What did you do at the Royal Variety? What did you do?
So I was a ghost of the Palladium. So
right.
It was a beautiful, sentimental piece where all us impressionists, the ones on Copycats and other series, we had Alan Stewart, Gary Wilmot.
Oh, hang on. Catch. Oh, there we go.
We had Jessica Martin. Right. We had lots of other different people. Peter Goodright, all sorts of different people playing people that have played the Palladium and have passed on.
Yeah.
So I was asked to play Gracie Fields. So I sang Sally.
Right.
You know, Sally.
Great.
And the Queen. Oh, there is the
what?
name drop. My Majesty the Queen.
This is a double-handed name drop. Let me just catch this one.
Stay down. Hey, Cuddy, stay down there. I've met her twice.
Oh, the Queen. Oh.
I know, the actual Queen.
Performing the Queen. That's a double-handed name drop.
It was pretty special.
That was heavy.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
So that was incredible as well. So I've had some wonderful experiences, and you know, getting copycats trampolined me, as you say, springboarded me into all the other shows wanted me then, because I was on a Saturday night and I was.
Now, when we talk about all these other shows, these are some of the classics that I think should be on the TV now. I'm not gonna lie. Celebrity Squares. I loved Celebrity Squares.
Sometimes it's rerun on...
I've seen it a couple of times.
On TV, yeah. Somebody saw me the other day. They texted me on a ship and went, "You're on Celebrity Squares." It's a rerun. So I did things like Summertime Special, Blankety Blank, with Les Dawson.
Blankety
the original.
Blank. Hang on.
Oh, Les Dawson.
Oh, there we go.
You do know I know the Crankies, don't you?
Both of them.
There's 2 drops.
That's a double name drop. Hang on a second. There we go. Right. Hang on. There we go for the Crankies.
Great,
double name drop.
Absolutely. But these are all people that are genuinely our friends. It's like, it sounds like a name drop. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah.
The Queen's got to be the best, though.
She's up there.
She is up there.
I know you've got another one coming shortly, so I'm quite excited about that one. I'm not going to talk about it just yet, but there's one more name drop because there's a picture on Facebook. I was like, you need to tell me about that story.
All right,
but
okay, you have to prompt me.
So,
so all the TV shows were like Live from the Palladium, Night of 100 Stars, Win, Lose or Draw. You know, all the TV morning shows.
I'm going to ask a question. Were you ever in the audience for an audience with?
No, I didn't ever do that.
I wondered, because I know I'm going to see Ken Dodd, and I know that was about your genre, Ken Dodd.
Now you're talking about one of the... If I say the loves of my life, that sounds so wrong, but I absolutely worshipped him. I was 21 in Blackpool, and I was one of his dancers, and I had my 21st birthday in Blackpool, and he and his now wife, Annie, who's been with him all these years, we were the last people to leave my 21st birthday party.
Aww.
And I arranged with 3 other lovely ex-dancer friends of mine a huge party in Blackpool recently, about 3 years ago. It's called Encore. And we were so sick of all meeting at funerals, because all showbiz, you know, sadly we're losing people all over the shop. And I just drove home and I went, I want to do something for good reason. I don't want to just bump into the next friend and say, isn't it sad we've lost so-and-so. I want to have a get-together for no reason. And we did, and we organised this party. 450 people bought tickets. It was incredible. It was at the club, the Viva Show Bar in Blackpool. And I just phoned him and I just went, look, we're having this party. Would you consider being our special guest? You don't have to do a thing. No performance needed, we just want to honour you. He said, I'll be delighted. I took the phone call in Bergen. I remember the phone rang and I thought, strange number. I went, what's that? And it was his wife, Annie. And she said, Hils. I went, hi. Oh, Annie, hi. She said, listen, we'd absolutely love to. And I literally cried. I went, oh, Annie, I said, you've made the whole thing, it's gone up a level, you know?
Yeah.
So everyone was thrilled. We had Russ Abbott there, and
hold it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that was a new one. Russ Abbott. Well, Russ Abbott.
So many people were there.
Obsessed with Russ Abbott growing up.
And then my favourite snapshot of the party was dancing to "I Love a Party with a Happy Atmosphere"
which
with
was his
Russ.
album. That was his album.
But I was dancing with Russ.
Yes.
And I was going, "This is insane!" And he went, "I know." It was fabulous.
Brilliant. Right. So now so basically you've done the TV
yes,
work.
So
you've had this
telly.
Career for a long time. Then you started going to the stage shows. Now, let's talk about how. Let's be honest, how cool it is being on the stage on the Navigator of the Seas or any of the Royal Caribbean ships. The importance of variety, because you are the perfect poster queen for variety. I think that.
Oh, what a lovely thing to say, because that's what I want to be.
Yeah, because variety. You sing, you look fabulous, you do impressions, you do jokes.
I know.
I still laugh at, he thinks I'm a comedian. Thinks I changed colour. I still crap that one. It is hilarious. That is a very funny joke.
I do love my stand-up now. I put a lot of effort into the stand-up comedy now, and I feel so comfortable. I've been doing it for a long time, and but coming on to Royal Caribbean it's just a step up. It's just you walk into these theatres on any of the royal ships, and you just go, this is as good as it gets. It really is.
Yeah.
It's just a dream, and because you're an ambassador for variety, the cruise lines are all of you, all the cruise lines. and very much so royal, really pushing, because Nick Weir is a huge ambassador for
is
variety.
right at the front of, and I was thinking, we were talking about London Weekend
Nick Weir,
Television.
by the way, is the Vice President of Royal Caribbean.
At the entertainment, absolutely, for all the entertainment. And
he's amazing.
He is just absolutely storming ahead when it comes to entertainment. And his vision for entertainment is give them the best, give them what they want, innovate. And it's a pleasure, honestly. You know I can't stop talking. I love waking up.
I've never seen anyone happier than you doing what you do.
It's great what we do.
But you see, with him flying the flag of the standard he wants, it makes us all up our game.
Absolutely.
So we all want Nick to be proud of us, you know, and that's the whole point. But no, it is absolutely brilliant that the ships are out there, because when you think about home, when I first got my break for copycats being spotted in that room at Blazers Windsor, those clubs are gone. Their car parks, their hotels, they've been demolished. And where do people work now? Yes, there's a few working men's clubs.
It's not the same.
I can't even think, really. I mean, I've toured a lot supporting acts, you know, my life. Richard Digers.
Richard Digers was funny.
Fantastic. Joe Longthorne, Freddie Starr.
I just saw him, Freddie Starr.
Jim Davidson.
Hold on, can you just keep, I'm just going to be here.
Just stay down there. I mean, Jim Davidson, Freddie Starr, Brian Connolly. Joe Pasquale, I love doing a bit of Joe Pasquale. Actually, I did 2 years with Joe. Oh yes, indeed, I love a bit of Joe Pasquale. And we worked together recently on a summer show as well, and he is just a dream. I love him dearly. But we, you know, used to support the boys on tour, and now a lot of them are doing their own shows complete. They're doing both halves, so that's fine. But I don't know where the youngsters are learning their craft. I suppose
Love Island and Big Brother.
Well, it makes me sad to think about that. You know, some of them break through and become very good TV presenters or little actresses or actors, fine. Everyone deserves a break. I haven't got a problem with that. But the actual learning your trade, where do you learn your trade? You know, if the ships give you a break when you're young, you're very lucky, because you can't come on here unprepared. You can't. There's too many people who are seasoned cruisers. They know what they want, and they'll soon tell you if they don't like it.
Absolutely.
So you've got to hit them between the eyes, and I've never been happier. I mean, I can't imagine this stopping, really.
No, it comes out on the show when you're on the stage.
It
shows. It's absolutely fantastic.
The audiences like this, come on.
Absolutely. Guaranteed there for you to enjoy yourself.
They were brilliant.
So let's talk about the shows. Let's talk about you on doing the tour.
Yes.
So your musicals now. You do musicals as well.
So I've done Summer Holiday with Darren Day.
Yep.
Let
me just catch that one.
I've done a couple of others as well that your guests may not have heard of. But most recently, my big break, huge thing I did was Acorn Antiques, the musical.
Now, this is a fascinating story.
Well, it is, because it was done for a very limited season in the West End at the Haymarket Theatre. It was directed by Sir Trevor Nunn.
Right.
And it was Victoria Wood. Oh no, that's a massive one. Bless her. I really miss her.
Let me just pull this one up.
Oh, let's just hold Vic up, because she's just so precious. And left us, a legacy of comedy she left us, but gone too soon. So sad. She wrote this play, this musical rather, that was an extension of the 3-minute sketch which used to be on her TV series.
That's right.
And everyone just took to it because it was Julie Walters being hilarious.
Do the impression.
As Mrs. Overall. Oh, slice those macaroons finely, or somebody might choke to death. Oh, I don't think she heard me. I loved it. So I got an audition, but it took layers and layers to get the audition. But again, being in the right place at the right time, or actually I was sort of in the wrong place at the wrong time, because I actually walked into Victoria Wood in Covent Garden.
Right.
And when I say walked into, quite like that. So I was with my mate, ready for another name drop. I'm sorry. It sounds like these people are my real friends. Please trust me.
I'm ready. I'm ready to catch it.
Okay, I was with Bonnie Langford.
No.
Oh, okay.
Who's that one?
No, you know Bonnie. Okay, she's just come out of playing Carmel in EastEnders, and she's now in 42nd Street in the West End. Anyway, she and I were walking along, and we bumped into Victoria Wood, and it was literally boom. Oh God, sorry. Oh, hello. So Bonnie knew her, and she said, "Do you know Hils?" She went, "Yeah, of course I know Hils. I've seen Hils in another musical called Animal Crackers in London." And we had a brief chat, and she said, "Oh, I've got news for your husband at the time, for Paul, not my husband, Bonnie's." And she said, "Well, we're just about to go and see him. He's just come out of his show. He's waiting to take us home." So she went to the car, and little did I know, but Victoria was putting on Acorn Antiques as a workshop to
Right.
see if it would work as a musical. And of course, I just went like, anyway, Julie had agreed to do it, and Celia Imrie as well. And I was like, I have to be Julie's understudy. This role is for me.
Yeah.
So the layers were to get this scene. They made me at that night, by the car, both Bonnie and Paul made me do an impression of Mrs. Overall in front of Victoria Wood.
Brilliant.
So I did this silly little piece, you know, oh yeah, I'm pleased. You know, a cup of more delicious homemade sherry and a sponge of finger. You know, so that was just a little bit, and she loved it, it was fine. Drove home, thought about it, said to Paul, I'm going to write to Victoria because I have to capitalise on this. So I got a friend to get a letter to her because I didn't know where she lived. She wrote back to me and said, the casting's not down to me, but don't worry, I will put you in the mix as far as I can. Then I wrote to Trevor Nunn via Paul, because Paul knew Trevor Nunn. I said, can I have his address? Can I be cheeky? And he said, no, not at all. Wrote to him, stuck a stamp on it, posted it, didn't think any more of it. Eventually, I heard through the grapevine about the casting director that was doing it. I got onto my agent. I said, get me seen. I don't care what it takes. I have to be seen for this. I got seen, and I walked into the room as Mrs. Overall. I even had some macaroons. I bought some macaroons to walk into the room. And there was Sir Trevor Nunn standing against a wall, Victoria Wood sitting down, Gareth Valentine, who's a huge musical director, an assistant musical director, casting director, and somebody else. And Trevor slid down the wall laughing at me.
Brilliant.
That was the first thing, and I thought, that's a really good start. Anyway, won't bore you with the whole process. Then I waited 5 weeks, and eventually, yes, you've got the role of understudy to Julie
Fantastic.
Walters, and you've got your own track in the show, as they call it, and understudying 4 or 5 other roles. And then when I got into rehearsals, Sir Trevor asked me to understudy Celia Imrie as Miss Babs as well. So I was understudy, it was 8 roles.
Wow.
It was never again.
No.
It was a one-off, but I never went on. I know you're thinking, did you get on? No. And do you know what? I was pleased. I don't think I knew it, but I didn't know it.
Yeah.
In all honesty, it overwhelmed me what she did.
Yeah.
And I would have been so disappointed for the people that came to the show if they'd missed a masterclass like her.
Brilliant.
People literally folded in half.
She's funny.
You know when you do those laughs that do that?
She's hilarious.
For 2.5 hours though. It didn't give up. She was just beyond belief. And
And off the stage, I'm sure she's the same as she is.
She's just, and to this day, Celia's my friend. You know, we would just sail together on another ship, and she's brilliant. They all are.
So let's talk about the tour that you're on, the musical tour that you're on at this moment.
Oh yeah.
You're going back to one in 2019, really?
Yeah, I am. It's just been announced, actually. This is a bit of an exclusive because I did say to the producer today, can I actually say something? So I've just done a tour of the UK tour of Menopause, the musical. Very funny show. With
Sold out, by the way.
Oh, it was
I tried to get tickets. You know, I couldn't get
I
the
know you
tickets.
did.
I know.
I tried to get them for you.
Yes, and you couldn't even get the tickets either. Yeah.
So that was
Sell out tour.
Harrogate, wasn't it? Was that Harrogate?
It's
No.
Harrogate. I tried to
I
get
know.
over too.
So anyway, I've agreed to do the British tour again.
Yes.
And I start rehearsals mid-April, and we open all of May and June. So.
And who are you performing with for Menopause the musical?
Oh, it's the same girls that I did last year, which is just so fabulous for me. So it's Cheryl Ferguson, who played...
EastEnders.
Yes.
I'm going to half catch that name for
Oh,
you.
she's a dream. She played Heather in EastEnders. And Rebecca Wheatley, who has done numerous cabarets, great singer, but also was in Casualty for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So people will recognise her from that. And the divine Maureen Nolan. Now, I couldn't be a bigger Nolan fan. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm an honorary Nolan because
But they've been around. I mean, they've done everything. They do everything.
I know, they're in Blood Brothers and all sorts. I mean, and
Loose
recording
Women.
Loose Women, yes. See, I first met the girls when in your hometown of Sheffield at the Fiesta.
That's
You're
a
too
long
young.
time. Way too young for that. I mean, it's nice to be able to say I'm too young for something because that doesn't happen a lot these days. But no, that was way beyond my time. Yeah.
So the Fiesta Club Sheffield, I was a dancer there for 3 months, and we had a different top of the bill every week. And one of them was the Nolans. And I've got this gorgeous picture in 1979 of us doing that, all lined
It's 2
up.
years after I was born.
All right. And whatever. I've got more experiences than you. Ha ha ha.
Ah,
I
you
laugh
said-
in your face.
You are more experienced.
Yeah, and then I've got another picture of us all together when they went on their concert tour. Sadly, just before Bernie
Wow.
died. I know. So we got a little
Yeah,
picture
no.
of Bernie, and to work with the Nolan on stage. We do this thing, Cuddy, when Maureen and I are doing this, right? Okay, do it with me.
All right.
That's what we're doing on stage, and then we turn around, do the other side, and 3, 4. You've got it, right?
Oh, I'm not good with the left.
And all we do is this, we're doing backing vocals, and I get such a buzz. All I want to do is say to because Maureen, when she got back to me, I just want to go to the audience, Nolan, because I'm such a fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I just love them. So that's May and June, and then cruising for the rest of next year.
Absolutely fantastic.
And
well, look,
it's all
thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you, Royal Caribbean, for having me back.
And the guests wanted to say thank you. A lot of our the guests came up to me and said, look, we just loved the show. It was
Oh,
variety,
so
how
happy.
variety should be.
Well,
It was everything.
I really am such an ambassador for variety, and I keep
Yep.
my act as like I say to you, a variety show in one package.
Yeah.
I mean, all I've got to do really is get on a unicycle and do a bit of juggling, and I've covered it really, haven't
Yeah.
I? So,
Because
but I'm-
every time you step on the stage, it's pure magic. See what I did there
I
for you?
saw what you did.
Extra. It's all about that. Thank you very much, Hilary. Thank you
thank
very
you.
much.
Bless
It's
you.
nice. It's a pleasure for me to be able to interview for all our guests on
Oh,
board as
thank
well.
you so much.
Much appreciated.
Have a great vacation, everyone.
Happy holidays.